Hello, Sim here. So welcome to a brand new series on how to YouTube. But you already knew that. Why? Because the thumbnail was excellent. You knew what you were going to get before you even clicked on it. And that's the whole purpose of an excellent thumbnail design. Your viewer knows exactly what they're going to get and it attracts them to go and click on your video. So yes, if you're wondering why there's a little black border, that's because you're seeing this thumbnail inside of Photoshop right now. But you don't have to use Photoshop, there's a program called GIMP. Yes, it's completely free. It's another equivalent to Photoshop, and it's called GNU, Image Manipulation Program, and software developers like their recursion in their acronyms. GNU, not Unix. So yeah, the screenshot you're going to see right now shows you the capability that GIMP can give you. It's pretty damn impressive for a free program. I used to use it in my university days, but hey, I moved on to Photoshop. So you can see what it does. Lots of layers, lots of dialogues, levels, all that sort of jazz. But this video is not going to be a tutorial on how to use Photoshop or the GIMP. So moving on. So here's my thumbnail for the I Love It series. You know what game it's all about? It's about Call of Duty Ghost. I've got the I Love sign, and it tells you whether it's snipers, for example. You can see a scope. It gives you a clear indication what it's all about. And here's noobs, fantastic, and porridge. That's an interesting title. Maybe I should click on it. But here we talk about DLC. So you can see I'm all about Havoc DLC, and it's the map Urban. You know it's Advanced Warfare, and you know it's Call of Duty. Why? Because it's on there, it's big, it grabs you. There's no grapple involved, couldn't resist. And here's my NetDoom R1 gaming router series. That's yep, it's a router, know what it is, cool. You'll see a theme coming on here that I'm keeping the design between thumbnails consistent for the series. So all about the gaming router, and that's where I go into the web interface. And here's where I do my on-test stuff. Does it work for Advanced Warfare on the PS4? Yes, of course it does. You get to see all the nice little graphics, and it's that's definitely Advanced Warfare. This is definitely Modern Warfare 3. So you can see that it really does just give you an indication in the design. You see here back on the PS4 again, for example, because I just stepped back to the PS3, you can see clearly that it's the game. And so the background image helps enforce what it's all about, but you don't need super duper fancy stuff. You can have just plain text if it's good enough. Here I've sort of accentuated it with having the 25 kill sign achievement type thing behind it. So if you don't know what brutal is, that's what it's all about. But the thing I always aspire to is using video footage from my video in the thumbnail pretty much all the time. Not always, but I try to. Gives you a clear sort of indication of what's going on here. So we jumped into Photoshop, and you'll see these little blue lines. They're guides. I've just started mucking about with that. So when you embed a YouTube video in a forum, it tends to center in a bit, and that bit that's on the outer edge tends to get cut off. So I try to always consciously make sure that the text is inside that area. So here we're going through and just showing you I've got 3 layers, a background layer, the main how to YouTube layer, and of course the title layer. Now I'm not going to go into what layers are, but I'm just going to quickly flip through it. So there we go, we just removed the how to YouTube, and you see it flash on, flash back on. There's a little sort of accentuated sort of grey thing that just makes it more, well, it's not so boring as it's white and it sort of stands out. And of course the YouTube graphic itself you can download off the net from YouTube themselves and then use it within your Photoshop files, etc. And if you're not sure what drop shadows are, you can see me just switching them on and off. It makes it really crystal clear, and it makes that case the font jump out. Now one of the things you need to bear in mind when doing a thumbnail is to make sure that when it's small you can see it. If you have lots and lots of text on your thumbnail, when the user starts zooming out and you can't read it, well, guess what? Neither can your potential viewers read it. So make sure it's readable. So sometimes your titles are going to be longer than what's on the thumbnail. But you want to make sure the thumbnail's got the essence of it, and your title is still helps YouTube search and find your videos, or helps your potential viewers find your videos. Make sure it's also not misleading. If this was titled Thumbnails and Titles and it had something completely different inside it, people just click away and go, that's not what it is. That's not what I clicked on. It's not about views anymore, it's about watch time. And I'll cover that in another video. I've got so many things to cover. So moving on to porridge. I love porridge. I like doing this little video. It's quite a bit of fun. of something that was going wrong in the game, so it's like, yeah, this is perfect. So, this particular one is a bit more complicated, and you see, there you go. I take a screenshot from the game, and the actual video footage that you watch within the video, and I've altered it. So you can see there's quite a substantial contrast and difference there between what it was and what it ends up with. So start off with a bit of cleanup, and just remove all this distracting like player names and things like that. Yes, it's a bit of work, but hey, I want a nice looking thumbnail. And now I use levels, and that makes it because I want to have text that pops out from the background image. If they're both bright, well, guess what? I won't be able to see the text. So I need to make sure that it's still visible. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you know what game I'm taking the mickey out of. I love it. That's the little logo that I use, and then I have the main title that's Porridge in this case. And you have to watch the video if you want to know what it's all about. But that's what the essence of thumbnails is about. A good thumbnail design that's clear, encourages your viewers to click on it. It's consistent within your series. It's really important, because then the viewers who are your regular subscribers are going to know, I know exactly what that video is about. I'm going to click on it and watch it. I know what I'm going to get. It really is important. Make sure your titles are searchable. So, like from my example, I'll have Advanced Warfare in my title for the text, and I love Porridge, for example, will be in the title. You know, I'm not going to have a title saying, oh, some fantastic gameplay from last night, because gameplay of what? What game? I'm not going to be able to search for it. So, I hope you guys found that useful and informative. There's going to be a ton of videos in this particular series, and as always, feel free to drop in the comments down below if you want to, for me to cover a particular topic, and I'll add it to the list. So as always, I appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, this has been Sim.